President Erdoğan responded. Will Turkish soldiers go to Gaza? President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan made important statements while answering journalists' questions on the plane during his return from his Gulf tour. President Recep Tayyip Erdoğan, who completed his Gulf tour, answered journalists' questions, rebuilding Gaza and maintaining the ceasefire question. Can the hard-won ceasefire in Gaza be maintained? If violations increase, what kind of international pressure can be exerted on Israel? While these violations continue, will it be possible to deliver sufficient humanitarian aid to Gaza or rebuild the city? As Turkey, we are doing our utmost to ensure the ceasefire is maintained. Hamas is complying with the ceasefire. In fact, they have clearly stated their determination in this regard. Israel, however, continues to violate the ceasefire. The international community, led by the United States, needs to exert more effort to ensure Israel's full compliance with the ceasefire and the agreement. Sufficient diplomatic pressure on Israel is essential in this process. Gaza will rise again, let there be no doubt about that. At this point, uninterrupted access to aid for Gaza is crucial. We have never stopped sending our aid to Egypt, and we will not stop. Gaza will rise again. Let there be no doubt about that. At this point, uninterrupted access to aid for Gaza is very important. We have never stopped sending our aid to Egypt, the aid delivered to the region by our government and civil society organizations to Gaza by truck. Our 17th ship of goodwill arrived at the port of El Arish in recent days. Our brothers and sisters in Gaza are in need of everything due to the inhumane blockade imposed by Israel. Nothing could be more natural than this. We are making preparations to meet their needs and to rebuild and revive Gaza. Now is the time for action, not words. Israel must be forced to keep its promise by imposing sanctions and stopping arms sales. We are taking steps to do this. We will continue to do so. Erdoğan spoke clearly. Will the Turkish army go to Gaza? Question. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said, I have strong views on Turkish security personnel going to Gaza. Would you like to guess what they are? Yes, you know. What stage are the negotiations at regarding the force plan to be deployed in Gaza? Discussions are ongoing regarding the task force that will be deployed to Gaza. The modality of this operation has not yet been finalized. Comprehensive negotiations are being held because it is a multi-layered issue. We are ready to provide all kinds of support to Gaza in this regard. Our infrastructure work is also continuing. Question. Have you made any recommendations or suggestions to the Gulf countries to contribute to the reconstruction and rebuilding of Gaza? In this regard, have you seen a strong will in Kuwait, Qatar, and Oman? Will they put their money where their mouth is? We will rebuild Gaza together. Can Turkey or Egypt alone, or other Gulf countries alone, achieve this? Of course not. This is a collective reconstruction and revitalization effort. To this end, we have held comprehensive talks at all our stops. I sent my foreign minister, my intelligence chief, and my minister of national defense to the places I could not go, saying, let the talks proceed through them. These contacts are ongoing. We have made our call to our brothers in the Gulf countries in a clear and straightforward manner. As I said earlier, now is the time for action, not words. In Kuwait, Qatar, and Oman, we saw a strong and sincere will on this issue, along with a sense of moral sensitivity. In particular, has been one of the countries that has provided the most support to Palestine to date. Gaza is a test for the Islamic world. God willing, we will pass this test with flying colors and stand by our brothers and sisters in the strongest way possible. Israel's attacks have unfortunately destroyed Gaza's infrastructure. Now, we need to remove this destruction through very serious excavation work. First, there is the work to be done by construction machinery, followed by steps to be taken for the infrastructure. Hospitals, schools, places of worship, and bakeries in Gaza have all been razed to the ground. Rebuilding this is no easy task. Inshallah, we will take this step together, led by the Gulf countries. Gaza has witnessed atrocities that have shamed all of humanity for years. As human beings, we must work together to prepare a dignified and prosperous future for our brothers and sisters in Gaza. Turkey will make every effort to seize every opportunity in this regard.